Hey everybody, it's Pamela.
And Kyle.
And we are here today to talk about a... Today we are going to recap a recent meetup of the Atlanta Mobile Marketing Organization. It was put on by Ammo and hosted by the great guys at Creative at Traybert. So let's get started.
The meetup was talking about the importance of video and mobile marketing, which I just repeated from you.
Yes.
Thanks for triggering that. We really had a great panel. We had Annie Eaton from ATL VR. I was moderating. Yeah. Pamela from Call Time was there. We had two of the guys, Peter and Eric from the Creative Collaborative. And we had Chris Stevenson. He is a freelance marketer previously at wimp.com. So we all had a great video experience and we learned a lot. One of the things that I really walked away with was what Annie had talked about with the fact that VR is making memories quicker and used really in learning environments a lot now from a B2B perspective. I've seen a lot of the consumer stuff happening with VR that we all see in commercials and things like that, and television and 360 video, but I didn't realize B2B side that people were taking this and getting into education because they were learning faster when they immerse themselves visually into it. Right. Pretty cool.
Yeah. You can actually create memories.
Yeah, so. Yeah. People feel like that actually happened. So that was one of the things, takeaways. This is kind of the condensed version of you know, the full live stream you can find on the website. But one of the other things I know that you brought up, I had said a picture is worth 1,000 words, so video must be worth 1,000,000. And Pamela actually contradicted that, which was awesome.
I disagreed.
Said, no. and it really kicked off a creative debate. So I'm going to let you talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so to me, I mean, when you look at a picture, you have this kind of gestalt reaction. You're seeing the entire picture all at once. You are taking the either the painter, if it's a painting, or the photographer's narrative, and laying your own narrative over that. So you've got the photographer's words or the painter's words and your own words kind of in your head creating this story, but it's all one picture that you're looking at. You have an emotional reaction, but it's static, whereas the narrative in a video is being fed to you as you go along. There's really not a lot of room, I don't think, or you know, most people that I know of don't do this, where they make up their own kind of side of the story as the video is going along. And it's a video that's obviously a journey through time rather than a moment in time. So I don't think a video is worth a million words or 1 billion words or whatever. I think that your reactions to videos can vary, whether you agree with the storyline or you disagree, or you like the characters or you hate them. I think there are so many other variables that you don't get with looking at a picture. So I disagree, Kyle. I think pictures are worth more words than video.
And I stepped back and glad I could moderate and took the fifth on that one. I think what some of us were talking about, because Chris had some great comments about his experience with videos and how it is a journey. And we started talking about how do we use these different tactics or tools differently to achieve different things as marketers.
Right.
And one was, if you want something to make an impact, maybe you do use a picture. Maybe you find that emotional response you want to invoke and let someone ponder it. And if you are thinking about the journey and the funnel and trying to get somebody to act on something, you might be better off with video, because you can sort of shepherd that. You can create your own treadmill. Yeah. Because it is a journey, because they aren't stopping and pondering, because they are going with you, you can kind of say, all right, you're in my funnel, now I'm going to guide you down here to this action, and now bye, 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 or whatever it may be, to be cynical. Yeah, that was definitely one of the most interesting parts of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, when you say a picture is worth 1,000 words, to me, that means that there's so much left to the viewer's imagination to fill in. Whereas with video, whether it's a useful or a popular one or not, whether people react to it emotionally or not, again, going back to what you fill in with your imagination, there's less that you're filling in. So that's what I take it to mean when someone says a picture is worth 1,000 words versus video.
Yeah. And I immediately thought, when you said that, I thought of the moments in TV shows I really enjoy that are slower and they pause and they have more moments where the camera pans and they let you think things through.
Yeah, or anticipate something.
Yeah, and instead of just the 30-second infomercial where I'm talking real fast and I'm trying to get you to do stuff. Yeah. That's not me.
You're very good at that. Wow. Have I seen you on TV somewhere?
Sham wow. So that was one of the takeaways. The guys at Traybert were talking a lot about sports marketing and their experience with production and editing and the pressure and the amount of quality, amount of importance put on the quality of their work in a short period of time to take something and make it magical, and how important the audio is, the visual shot. You know, you say, what I didn't realize is before digital, a lot of effort was put into the angle, the camera, the thought process, the prep work, and now with digital, because there's so much of it, and they can just dump more on the editors, that all the magic happens in post-production in the cutting room. The expectation is higher because everything's immediate. So what's happened, instead of having days to cut a piece of film that was shot with thought, they're getting 10 times the amount of footage and being expected to turn it around to before halftime, so that you can have your hype reel at the end of halftime for the second half with cuts from the first half.
So connecting it back to the thesis of the event, the importance of video and mobile marketing, in my mind it really shifts the skill set that is emphasized when you are producing a video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we've got to think about the talent that we're hiring and recruiting, and who we want to represent us. Yeah. We've got to think about, are we using video, and how are we using video, or are we trying to get more still shots? And
more emphasis is on post-production, so you're going to want to pay attention to those.
Who's cutting? Who's going to cut your stuff, and what are you looking for? Is it a quick turn, or do you really need this to be dramatic and raise the bar? Yeah. How you share it in the mediums, and we talked a little bit about that as well. What kind of can you create a viral video was one of the really good questions that we could go into.
That was interesting. I think we were split on that. Some people said yes, some people said no. Yeah.
I think the takeaway I had was, if you already own a big mass following or distribution channel, or have an audience, a large audience, you can create a video and pretty much make it viral, because anything you put,
weight of your,
you have the numbers. Just me trying to create one, probably not going to happen. Chris did have the sort of, he seemed to allude that at WIMP they've spent some time getting the list of the elements that make a viral video. Yeah. He seems to know what the recipe is, and they can spot it, because what they do is they grab videos and they say, this is going to be viral. We just need to help get it there.
And I think one of those is the emotional connection it makes to, I mean, that would be kind of obvious, that
kittens
it makes to
and puppies.
Right.
We're just going to bring them all in here and put them all in the background.
Like I did.
We should totally abuse that. I did not say abuse animals.
No. I honestly don't think it changes much for the talent that you hire. I really don't. Acting is acting. If anything, the window that's on your face is going to be a closer shot. So authenticity is the most important thing. It's the most important thing in acting anyway. As an actress, that's my opinion, but that's how I've been trained. So it's important anyway, but you know, when you got the camera really close up on you, authenticity is a lot more important maybe than it would be in a wider shot. And on a small screen, a wide shot is kind of less meaningful. It's almost meaningless on a small screen. Yep. So yeah.
Well, I think we haven't talked about it, and we didn't really talk about it in the meetup, but one of the things is, when you say getting the talent, I disagree with you saying it's not really that important. I mean, we're not sitting here reading teleprompters.
Well,
and I think some people think that to get there's plenty of companies in Atlanta where you can go get a video shot for really cheap.
That's true.
And there's going to be a teleprompter there.
Yep.
And the problem I have with that is I can tell.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sitting there looking at that, and I'm watching him go like that, and I'm seeing his head go like that, and it's like really cheap, and I'm just so disgusted and put off. We're not using teleprompters right now. Yes, there will be some post-editing because we're freestyling, but I think that's more authentic, and I think that's what we want.
So if I led you to believe that talent is not important, then I will retract that statement. That's absolutely not what I meant.
Some credit.
Talent is extremely important. I'm just saying that the authenticity of the actor, I think, is more important when you get up in the actor's face, which is what you tend to do on a smaller screen. So if you're hiring talent for a video, you do want to make sure they are authentic. And you know, you can find those through an agency. You can call Salt Model and Talent to hire me. And
awesome. Or me.
I don't know if I can leave that in, but yeah.
Give me a case of beer and some barbecue.
Want to hire Kyle? Then I'll be your manager.
Don't do it. Hire Pamela.
What else did we learn? Anything else we want to recap really quickly?
That we always have fun at our meetings.
We do.
And the catering from Hankook Taqueria is awesome.
Oh my God, they had a lot of good food.
They took care of us at Traber.
Very good.
Good collective there.
Yeah.
Great space. Thanks to Eric and your buddies for hosting us.
Thank you.
We really had a great time, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody again.
Do you have the next meetup?
The next meetup is the last Thursday of this month of April, which I believe is the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at Make and Build. It was on the tip of my tongue. Gabe Arante has been kind enough to help us get this organized. We're going to be talking about more search stuff. All right, my alley.
Oh, yeah.
The importance of indexing your app.
Very good. Very
How
good.
to make sure that your app shows up in Google searches and things like that. So the guys at Make and Build are an app development agency. They do the full service of product development. They've worked on a lot of really cool projects and things that you've probably seen on your phone. And they're going to have us in over at their place over in West Midtown.
Yeah.
Come out. You know, we usually start at 7 p.m., but we always welcome people there early for a little bit of hanging out, having a beer, some networking.
Hors d'oeuvres and drinks.
Yeah.
So it's April 28th.
April 28th.
Thursday.
Is a Thursday, if I'm correct.
All right.
But always go to atlantammo.org, and you can find out all of our event information, not just ammo events, but other mobile marketing events in Atlanta. We've got Mobile X Festival coming up in May. We've got some game developers meetups coming up.
Very good. Okay, I think that's all we have time for right now. So we will see you on April 28th, and hopefully you've enjoyed this recap of the last ammo event. That was a great event. Hope to see you at the next one. Please comment down below, comment, like, share this video, do me a favor and just tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
See you. Bye-bye.